in for our Monday of LEC action. We are not in Paris. Well, Paris, not Paris, Ivry. But it was absolutely amazing. But we're also very happy to end the studio where we started, end the spring where we started it, which is in the studio. And Ginny was just saying that it feels like the last day of school because we get our last teams locked into the playoffs, Jack and Odo.
Is it the last day of school? Because I mean, for 8 teams, they still have school after.
Oh,
sorry,
it's
6 teams, they still have the school afterwards. So.
I'm glad you brought it up. Well, we mean there's like holiday, but Vitality's also playing tomorrow, not today. I was supposed to give you that info later.
For holiday, there's also 4 teams that are going to have a very long holiday.
A very long holiday. So it's kind of the last day of school.
Yeah, and I mean, it feels like kind of deserved for some of these teams.
For some of them.
Yeah, some of them have earned a break. Some of them
so dark.
some of them have like earned this kind of a week off, while some of them are going to have a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Reflect on
which
their
they've
losses.
also, I guess, earned.
Yeah.
And some players just have an extra week off. You can figure that one out. If you want to be part of one of the LEC live shows wherever we go on the road and you weren't able to make it to Madrid or Ivry yet, don't worry because we are heading back to Madrid for the LEC Summer Finals in September. It is the end of September, and for me that definitely helps because it gets really warm over there. But most importantly, tickets are in general sale starting tonight at 5 p.m. CEST. That is in 10 minutes. So stay tuned, stay watching us, set your alarm, and then you can get those tickets to join us all in Madrid. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. We don't know who's going to make it to the summer finals yet, but...
You haven't gotten the script yet?
No?
Ah.
Come on, tell me.
Nice. I mean, I'm not going to spoil it ahead of time if you haven't gotten the script. I just thought it was like...
Do you have the script for today? Because we have one of 2 matches that actually mean something in terms of qualification. It is Team Heretics versus Giant X. This might even be a tiebreaker.
I mean, I think Giant X is going to take it. They just looked fantastic. But it's a matchup that nobody could really predict. And the fact that we're even here, and these are the 2 teams that are like fighting for playoffs, feels quite crazy.
Yeah.
And how close it is as well. Like, it's not just the game that counts, it's the game score. Right?
Yeah, exactly, because it's a novelty first because we didn't really have this last day of the split being so important for a little while now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're also finding ourselves in this weird scenario where Team Heretics, even losing today 2-1, just grabbing 1 game win is enough for them to, just...
So they can lose the series, but win at the same,
Yeah, but it matters.
You're making it let's run
it matters how they lose.
One at a time,
Let's break it down.
Okay.
So if Team Heretics win, they're
If Team Heretics get 1 game, they're already secured playoffs. That's all they need. If they win 2-1, if they actually win the series, then Giant X are for sure out, and Vitality and Team Heretics are 2 teams that are in playoffs. But if Giant X win either 2-1 or 2-0, then they get to have either tiebreakers or lock playoffs. If they win 2-0, they lock playoffs. If 2-1, they get tiebreakers versus Vitality. It's a little bit complicated.
I hope you are correct, but I'm sure that the casters will remind us at everyone. But there's a lot of stakes here. What do we think about? Oh, it was actually in the prompter. It just didn't scroll.
It was on the screen, so yeah.
It was also on the screen. Regardless. So when it comes to GX and Team Heretics, I think for me, Team Heretics is a team that has very pleasantly surprised me, and I think that GX sometimes has maybe left me the most at times disappointed because what I think they could have achieved. Is that kind of a correct read?
It's kind of the story that they've been having for a while now. Even back in winter, they said they want to win a split, whatever it may be, winter, spring, or summer. But at the same time, they have been plagued by inconsistency a lot. They're one of the, well, nowadays G2 is not really the greatest. But for me, when you compare Team Heretics to GX did snatch wins off of teams like G2, while Team Heretics, they always beat the teams that have been lower than them, and above them, they couldn't really punch above their weight that much. And you can even see here, we're leading at the end now of their trip, and ooh.
Well, explain this. What am I looking at?
So this is the trajectory pretty much of the whole split. It just goes from series.
So they won losses. -1 game?
Well, so if you lose 2-1, you're -1, right? So this is kind of just their form trajectory for how it looks like for the whole split. So even though Team Heretics reached this high over here and GX was at this low, now it's kind of there here, and the story will end somewhere here with either one being, neck and neck, or one punching their ticket to playoffs.
For me, it's really interesting because it just highlights the power of expectations, right? You have 2 teams that, depending on how the series go today, they could end up with the exact same score, but 2 completely different stories. One team that you feel like is revitalized, they're coming in with the rookies, and the story is so great, while the story of Giant X is failure. It's disappointment. But if they win today, they're ending up with the same score, and they're the ones in playoffs.
They rewrite history.
I love how you laid that out. You didn't tell them they were a failure in the interview we had with Giotto, though, because we did catch up with him and with Machuki from Team Heretic, so let's take a look. We have two very special guests here who have a very important match today. Their playoff lives depend on it. My name is Shox here with Jack Spectra and with Giotto, coach for GX, and Machuki, coach for Team Heretics. How are you both?
Good.
Good?
Just another day.
Is it okay to sit next to each other knowing that
of course.
your faith is...
We have been next to each other
Many times.
so it's completely fine.
And also you have both coached this guy. So if you'd both have to describe him in one word, what would you say?
You first.
One trick?
Of what?
I mean...
Aphelios Kaisa? Draven?
That's two
Draven.
champs.
Actually, there's three champions. Okay, that's not a good word.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, work ethic, I think, is the first thing that
I
comes to
think
mind, no?
it's the best thing he had, for sure.
Amazing.
I think he's
I think
really
so.
structured.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, all his routines, everything, he make it in order to be as productive as possible. Sometimes he needed a little bit of push for the soul, to like, okay, like I remember one of these reviews, that we were like, let's order food, so we, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, food does not matter. Let's finish the scrims and then we can go for next. But he always does it on being as productive as possible. He had one of the best work ethic I have ever worked
To me, it
with.
was one of the few players that didn't need motivation. And I'm a hater of motivation, so that was good for me.
Okay. I'd love to talk more about Jack Spectra, and I really brought it on, but I also want to talk about your teams. The situation is basically, Giotto, let's start with you. You're in a situation where you have to win today. Talking about motivation and work ethic, I know you're coming off a difficult week with the situation within the team and what happened to Noah, right? So how do you think the focus is today, and how do you feel like the motivation is knowing that you need that final push now?
I mean, the week went well, and this is something that we were talking throughout the whole week. Like, I'm just proud of the work that we have been putting. I think that our start was really bad, but now we are happy with the way that we are playing. So winning today or losing today, I think that sentiment won't really change. That's kind of the mindset that we are going. So it's just another game of regular split, and if we win 2-0, we are in playoffs, and if we win 2-1, we'll win against Vitality, and if we lose, then we are out, and summer will come. And like there's an expression that I always tell to them that tomorrow, no matter what, sun will still shine. So it's like it is what it is. We just have to do our best, and like it's not today. It's not what will make us reach playoffs or not. It's mostly what we did before. So
Machuki, you guys are not in the exact same boat in that you don't technically need to win, but at the same time, it's kind of do or die in the same way. How's the team been preparing? How are you guys doing?
I mean, it's not too different, even though, we have a tiebreaker secured. For us, I think every match we have been playing this regular split after the week against Koi and G2 has been a final. At least we have tried to live it with that mindset, because I know in what spot we were coming to this spring split and only 16 qualifying. It was a hard task, and we are still on it. I think it's through the pressure of the last weeks of doing a fine or good job, not qualifying us yet, is a lot to handle, but it's another day, as Giotto said at the end, is one more match of a regular split, and it's something that I remember actually, like before our Superliga final on Torrevieja, is like, our effort has been put already, Today is about show up, having fun, enjoying the game, but there is nothing else to do, just go there, go to the reef, and make the best League of Legends you can.
Speaking of having fun, it is something, I mean, Heretics has been one of our favorite teams to watch, I think, this season overall, because it seems like regardless of the big mountain you have to climb, because we have to remember, Camilo is still very much working on that path. Your rookies are still working on that path, but it's always with a smile, and I wondered what kind of a function maybe FLICKR plays in that. Does it come from him? Is that something that you generally instill in your players? Because the atmosphere seems like one of the best in the LEC.
I mean, I think the profiles are really important. I mean, we have to choose profiles that are likely going to act like that and are going to think like that. But of course, there is the no FF rule, no remake rule from first day, no matter how hard is the game. So I think players have been working the past few months with that mindset. And trust me, we didn't have the best start of the year in scrim terms. And I think it's resilience at the end, no? And they all really want to win no matter what, and we will find a way.
Is scrim data fake then? Because they had great scrims before winter, and it wasn't so good, and you had horrible scrims, but you did fine.
I think he had good score because he was playing a lot against us.
No.
Mysteries explained, Kyoto.
No. I mean, at some point we did stop screaming against you guys for those reasons, but no, we were having, and I mean after the first 2 weeks of this split, we kind of went really down on scrims again. But now we bounced back, and like it's just to me scrims this year have been like not an indicator of how we perform on stage at all. Now we are again on a high, but it's like we were on highs before and lost before on stage when we were on highs. So just let's see how we perform today, and that's it.
We're out of time here, but so you're saying we might as well just flip a coin for you guys?
That's,
okay,
no.
that's the end of the interview.
No.
Thank you so much. Good luck, you both.
Thank you, Athia. All right, guys, Ginny here, and I'm joined with Jackies ahead of your game against Heretics. Now, this is most likely the most important game that you're going to have the entirety of this regular season of Spring, because if you don't win it, you are in a little bit of a sticky situation.
Sticky situation? I think we are just out, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'll go home if I lose, but not really thinking about that. I didn't book my tickets yet, so
okay.
I'm going for a win today, yeah.
So you're manifesting a win, which is good, right? You want to be in that positive mindset. When it comes to a team like Heretics, though, one thing that we've seen from them continuously is a lot of resilience, where they, even if they're like down, I don't know how much gold, they always have a chance and they always find a way to make it back. How do you, as GX, prepare for something like that?
I mean, it's just do not throw the lead, right? It's like preparing like this,
Easier
don't throw the
said
lead.
than done.
Easier said than done, of course. I mean, many teams did it, and I think Heretics did not deserve the wins. They kind of had some of them, but at the same time, it's impressive to come back, right? Yeah. So it like goes both ways for me. So yeah, I mean, it's just from scrims, if you get a lead, make sure you don't throw the games, which honestly we did. So it's gonna be a fun series, I think, no matter what. So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
So when it comes to not throwing the leads, for you as a mid laner, does that mean not getting caught in the side lane?
Yeah, that might happen.
That might happen?
I mean, it's like my brand at this point, okay? Like, it will just... What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, Nocturne ult IRL. It's giving roadshow.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, you were actually
I've seen this
in
before.
it was in Madrid, but also surprisingly in Paris Saturday.
It's happening everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, let's see what happened exactly. Do we know what happened? Okay. What is that? Okay, that's Athia. Is that Ham? What the helly? What? Yo.
Sorry, I just wanted to make it feel a little more like a road trip.
Okay. She said she wanted to make it feel like the roadshow. Does it feel like the roadshow?
Then we do have the advantage for sure, yeah. Kinda.
Yeah?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, the roadshow was really good for you guys. You guys had a really good performance. You've been on an upward trajectory ever since. So when it comes to this game, would you feel comfortable throwing out a prediction?
I mean, of course, I think... I mean, as you said, road trip went good for us, right? From there on, we've already upgraded, I think, as a whole team. And yeah, I mean, it's easy 2-0 today for sure.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. See how this is going to play out. Thank you for your time and good luck in your game. We're going to be heading over to our casters. So, guys, take it away.